So I know a lot of you are experiencing what educators have experienced for a while now, that students are not tech savvy because they are on social media, games, and Netflix a lot of the time. But we want them to be prepared for the future because technology is going to get a lot more complex in the age of AI or artificial intelligence. And there's a few things that we can do to help our students, even while we're at home right now. So we want to build a foundation for students' transferable skills so they have the ability to move around professionally. And one way that we build that foundation is through making sure they're comfortable with technology. When I taught college and career readiness, I had students who varied at different levels when it came to technology. Some were almost experts, while others struggled with just troubleshooting or typing and didn't even know the age-old trick of turn it off, turn it back on, and maybe it'll work, okay? So we want to make sure that they're comfortable with technology is in those Google Classroom platforms that they're using. And we can walk them through that in different ways, especially if it's just like a tutorial or handout or a little coaching session to help them be comfortable with technology. And that goes into making sure they have an edge when it comes to these career and technical programs or advanced programs offered by schools, such as early college, high schools. It can make a difference. We want to make sure that students are getting the most out of those programs because by the year 2030, 1/3 of people will change their occupation due to artificial intelligence. And most of our major industries will be impacted by artificial intelligence and roles will change and be developed in those industries as well. So we want our students to have a competitive edge and make sure that right now they're getting the most out of those programs and making sure while they're at home or virtual learning that they can hone in on those skills so that they can focus on the more complex and critical tasks would be the greatest advantage they could get, especially at the younger levels. We are going to need researchers, developers, doctors, nurses, and all those other essential jobs that we see right now during this pandemic. But how it's displayed is going to change because right now, 63% of people prefer a chat box over a live human when it comes to their customer service inquiries. So just think about that as you're working with your students and you're seeing them have those roadblocks right now in their technology skills. And if they're not having major roadblocks, how can you move it forward with them? So what are some foundational skills that your students can develop starting today? Fact checking and researching, collaboration, presentations, using command functions like typing, voice commands, finding creative solutions to troubleshooting. You'll be surprised how many students haven't developed those skills, but it will lay a great foundation for them to be able to do more critical skills when it comes to technology. So this is important to develop mental elasticity and interdisciplinary skills in your students, which are going to be some skills they need for future careers. And that's just simply being adaptable and able to function across different subjects, different problems, different solutions, and collaborate with different people to find those solutions. So there are some resources available to you to get started with this as well, especially during this pandemic that has opened up. So Spectrum is offering free Wi-Fi for a limited amount of days for families with students. AT&T is waiving overages if you go over your data usage in certain contracts. Additionally, you can go to a cell phone carrier if you have multiple children, and you can get iPads on a monthly plan. And also, I have academic coaching services. So if you want to go further and dive deep into finding solutions and goal setting and building that tool belt for your student, you can contact me by going to my website. And also you can comment, like, share, and I'm able to answer questions and support people in that way as well.